Hello, hello! Welcome to Courageously Kind. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Liz, and today we are talking about self-worth and productivity.
We thought this would be a great time to talk about productivity because we are headed back to school.
Yay!
We haven't been in school since March, and it's going to be really nice to see everyone and just to sort of get our routines back to normal while, taking necessary safety precautions as well. We were thinking a lot, especially over quarantine, about productivity.
What does productivity really mean in our lives?
Yes, and the concept that productivity looks different for everyone. And this struggle that we have as young people and as students is equating our self-worth to our productivity. And what that means is, on the days where we get a lot done, we feel really good about ourselves.
Yeah.
But on the days when we maybe don't get as much done or don't get anything done, we feel really bad about ourselves.
Or you feel like you haven't accomplished anything.
Or less than.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You feel bad about your character because of one day.
Because of, yeah. I think what's challenging too is our lives are so busy and our world is so fast-paced. It feels like the to-do list is always growing. Just when you complete one task, another one's there waiting for you.
Definitely. And I know in quarantine, everybody was finding projects and trying to do those things that they never had time to do.
Yes. And while we love tackling projects and we're all for self-growth and self-improvement, it can be hard when it seems like everyone around you are doing all these things and accomplishing all these tasks. And maybe you don't have the energy, or maybe you just don't have the motivation, or maybe you just need time to sit and rest.
Yeah. I think the importance of taking time for ourselves is so underrated.
Absolutely. This concept of personal productivity, inward productivity, is a type of productivity we don't think about. I think we think productivity and we think, like tangible work.
Right, we think working 18 hours a day.
Yes.
We think about, really, getting all this stuff done.
Finishing assignments.
Yeah.
Starting and finishing projects. When, honestly, the majority of our time, I think, as students, too, is working on things.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily like an end goal. Mm-hmm. It's a process.
And it's a continual cycle.
And that can be hard. It can be discouraging when you don't feel like you have, a specific end goal.
Yeah, you don't feel like you've finished anything.
Right. What popped into my head today was, I don't feel like we, finished the school year.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me to think that we're starting a new one and we didn't really finish the old one.
Yeah, because everything was put on hold. All of our goals for that year, all of our goals for the last couple of months have kind of been put on hold. And now we're forgetting where we left off.
Yeah, and I think as people, we need goals sometimes. I think that's why maybe so many people in quarantine were driven to learn a new skill or to master something, like master making bread or, learn a new language. And those things are great things.
Incredible. And goals are so important to accomplishing what we want to accomplish.
Absolutely.
But on that same note, accomplishments should not be like this big pile we're trying to collect.
Yeah. We have to remember that Our self-worth and our worthiness is not dependent on what we accomplish. And that's hard because especially, with social media and with the world we're living in today, everybody wants to show what they did.
Right.
Everybody wants to prove that they are doing enough.
Yeah.
But we have to remember that our self-worth is constant. It's not dependent on what we do. We could do nothing, or we could do everything, and our self-worth
are enough.
Yeah. It's still the same. It doesn't change.
Yeah.
So this is your reminder that you're enough. And you are worthy of love and of good things.
Yeah. And just the fact that you got out of bed this morning is enough.
The fact that you get to be here today. Today is a gift. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Just the sole fact that you're alive today is enough. No matter what you do today, no matter if you complete the list or you don't even look at it, you're still worthy. And as much as it sounds like we're trying to drill this into your brains and teach you this, we're reminding ourselves too.
Oh yeah. Throughout this whole podcast, I think it's just a reminder to ourselves. Hey,
yeah.
We are enough.
These are reminders that we need to hear, and we thought that you may need to hear them too.
Yeah.
And they're important, and you should be told that you're enough. You don't have to look a certain way, you don't have to act a certain way, you don't have to accomplish things, you don't have to have these possessions. You're enough, as you are, just the way you are in this moment. Something we wanted to talk about too is how self-care and how rest and how the nurturing of yourself is productive.
Yeah, I think so often, I feel bad about taking the time to put on a face mask, or take a bath, or take a nap.
Or take a walk, or do yoga.
Yeah.
Or just rest.
Yeah. And you feel guilty or you feel bad that you're not doing what you're supposed to. And I say that with quotations because, it really doesn't make any sense doing what you're supposed to.
Right.
You're supposed to be taking care of yourself always.
Always. Not just when you've hit your bottom.
Right.
Not just when you've hit a low.
Right.
We were doing yoga the other day and she talked about, I think it was for tension relief, and she talked about how you can do this preventatively.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait until you hit rock bottom to start taking care of yourself.
You don't have to wait till you're super sad to put on that movie that makes you happy.
Absolutely.
You don't have to wait to be good to yourself.
Absolutely. And I think we could do a whole episode sometime about self-care and what that means to us. But I think we don't think about self-care being productive.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's not tangible, but I promise you, you will feel so much better if you just invest a little bit of time into yourself.
Yeah.
Then you'll have more energy, and it's the thing, you can't fill someone else's cup unless you fill your, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Fill yourself and give yourself the tools you need to help others and to do productive things.
Yeah, so this is our kindness challenge for today, is to do something that maybe isn't unproductive, but that fills your cup.
Take the hot shower. Take an extra long walk. Watch your favorite movie. Do something that's productive for your soul and for your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we got.
That's all for today.
We love you so, so, so much.
You are enough just the way you are.
Thank you so much for all of your support. This podcast is really just a reminder for ourselves and a reminder to you to be kind and to be kind to yourself.
We look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes. Take care. We love you.